The next that we will be discussing is the fallopian tubes. The fallopian tubes, also called uterine tubes or oviducts, extend literally from the uterus, one to each ovary. They vary in length from 8 to 13.5 centimeter. So uh, each tube has four sections. The first is the interstitial portion extends into the uterine cavity and lies within the wall of the uterus. So the second is the isthmus is a narrow area near the uterus. The the number three, the ampulla is the wider area of the tube and is the usual site of fertilization. The fourth is the infundibulum is a funnel-like enlarged distal end of the tube. Finger-like projections from the infundibulum called fimbriae hover over each ovary and capture the ovum or egg as it released by the ovary at ovulation. So, we have the four functions of the fallopian tubes are to provide the following. Number one, a passageway in which sperm meet the ovum. The second function is the site of fertilization, usually the outer one-third of the tube. And the third is a safe, nourishing environment for the ovum or zygote, fertilized ovum. And the number four is the means of transporting the ovum or zygote to the corpus of the uterus. So let's proceed to ovaries. The ovaries are two almond-shaped glands, each about the size of a walnut. They are located in the lower abdominal cavity, one of each side of the uterus, and are held in place by ovarian and uterine ligaments. So they are the two functions of the ovaries. The first one is the production of hormones, chiefly estrogen and progesterone. So the second is stimulation of an ovum's maturation during each menstrual cycle. So in short, ovaries make eggs and hormones like estrogen and progesterone, and these hormones help girls develop and make it possible for a woman to have a baby. Male reproductive system. So as you can see in the picture, there are the parts of the male reproductive system. The first one is the urinary bladder, vas deferens, urethra, penis, glans penis, foreskin, seminal vesicle, ejaculatory duct, prostate gland, bulbourethral gland, anus, epididymis, testes, and scrotum. External genitalia, the penis and the scrotum, which contains the testes, are the male external genitalia. Penis. The penis consists of the glans in the body. The glans is the rounded distal end of the penis. It is visible on a circumcised penis but is hidden by the foreskin on an uncircumcised penis. At the tip of the gland is an opening called the urethral meatus. The body of the penis contains the urethra, the passageway or sperm and urine, and a rectal tissue, the corpus spongiosum, and two corpora cavernosa. So, as we discussed the penis has two functions. The first one is the provides a duct to expel urine from the bladder. And the second one is the deposits sperm in a woman's vagina to fertilize an ovum. Scrotum. The scrotum is a sac that contains the testes. The scrotum is suspended from the perineum, keeping the testes away from the body and thereby lowering their temperature, which is necessary for normal sperm production, the spermatogenesis. So we discussed the external genitalia, and here we have internal genitalia. The internal genitalia include the testes, vas deferens, prostate, seminal vesicle, ejaculatory ducts, urethra, and accessory glands. Testes. The testes, or also called testicles, are a pair of oval glands housed in the scrotum. So they have two functions: to manufacture male germ cells, spermatozoa or sperm. Second is the secrete male hormones, or also called androgens. So in this picture shows the sperm. Sperm are made in the convoluted seminiferous tubules that are contained within the testes, or sperm is the male reproductive cell. So the sperm production begins at puberty and continues throughout the lifespan of the male. The production of testosterone, the most abundant male sex hormone, begins with the anterior pituitary gland under the direction of the hypothalamus. The anterior pituitary gland secretes follicle stimulating hormone, or FSH, and luteinizing hormone, or for short LH. FSH and LH initiate the production of testosterone in the Leydig cells of the testes. So there are the testosterone functions: increases muscle mass and strength, promotes growth of long bones, increases basal metabolic rate, enhances production of red blood cells, produces enlargement of vocal cords, affect the distribution of body hair. So these are the functions of testosterone. So the next that we will be discussing is the ducts. So each epididymis, one from each testicles, stores the sperm. The sperm may remain in the epididymis for 2 to 10 days, during which time they mature and then move on to the vas deferens. The ejaculatory ducts then enter the back of the prostate gland and connect to the upper part of the urethra, which is in the penis. The urethra transports both urine from the bladder and semen from the prostate gland to the outside of the body, although not at the same time. Accessory glands. The accessory glands are the seminal vesicles, the prostate gland, and the bulbourethral glands, also called Cowper's glands. So, the accessory glands have three functions: nourish the sperm, protect the sperm from the acidic environment of the woman's vagina. So, the third is enhance the motility or movement of the sperm. The combined seminal plasma and sperm are called semen. Semen may be secreted during sexual intercourse before ejaculations. In this picture, it shows the reproductive cycle of menstruation. The cycle starts with the first day of one period and ends with the first day of the next period. The average woman ovulates on day 14. At the same time, some women have minor discomfort in their lower abdomen, spotting or bleeding, while others do not have any symptoms at all. There are stages of the menstrual cycle includes: the ovarian cycle consists of three phases: follicular or preovulatory phase, evolutions, and luteal or postovulatory phase. So also the uterine cycle has three phases: the menses, proliferative, and secretory. So that's all. Thank you for listening.